I hate this game. What's up, guys? Big Fry here. Just playing with SukMyTurban and the AntiMartyr. This is the first time Turban's played in a long time. He played a couple minutes yesterday. Now we're gonna get into a game, see what we can get done, and see his opinions. So, what's up, man?
Not much, Joe. Just chilling. I played a little bit last night for about 5 minutes. Didn't have a great opinion of it. I'm just going to give it a second chance. Right. See how things turn out. I don't know. See how it goes. I wasn't pleased last night. Needless to say, if anybody's following any of my tweets, not a whole lot of people follow my tweets, which is fine. Don't care. But I didn't have anything good to say. But then again, I was real tired. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going to give... I just kind of wanted to play with you and play with AntiMartyr and kind of get a feel for this game and just be... I just want to be honest, you know?
Right. Just so guys know, Turban ended up on the other team and he wasn't able to switch. Or if you want to jump on our team.
Jump over to our team. Yeah, switch teams, Turban.
Yeah, our team's emptying here.
Switch teams?
I did. I hit switch teams.
Oh, do they not have auto balance? Okay.
Well, this is going well so far.
So I'm going to be playing against him here right now.
Did I get a kill? Did I get a kill? I don't even know.
No, you died. You died.
Oh.
What was the big thing that popped out in your mind that, I guess, caused you to feel the way you did?
Well, just knowing that they're in, what are they calling it now? This is early access. So we're beyond the beta, right?
Well, that's the thing. Early access is like an alpha, beta combined. Like it's a new type of thing. But we did the alpha and beta, I believe, to satisfy the Kickstarter rewards. So it's early access, essentially.
Okay. To me, this looks like it's about at least a year and a half, 2 years away from being anything, that I would spend any kind of real money on.
Okay.
Or anybody else would. I mean, unless you're a real SOCOM diehard, you know what I mean? I just don't see the average person buying this. It's so archaic right now and real jittery, and everywhere I look, I see something that needs a lot of fixing.
Right.
But I see the core structure of the game is kind of there, you know? I mean, I know it's a SOCOM type game. That's pretty much all I can tell you.
Right. That's how I felt too. It looks like a SOCOM game. Graphics look decent. The crosshair makes it it's a nice throwback.
You know, one of the things that comes to mind immediately is that I know that they did some mocap and all that.
Right.
And I'm no expert, but it doesn't look like anything at all was implemented in terms of mocap. It looks very, very generic, like, whoa.
The textures in this game are just seriously low resolution, and this is the Unreal 4 engine. They could do so much more.
Yep.
I don't know them. Yeah, the whole the part where you die.
It's abysmal.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I just jumped off a building. You don't know anything.
Like, yeah, you just kind of cease to exist, and you stare at the floor. Hold on, I got something to say here. Here's something right now that I'm noticing that's just, again, abysmal. I'm getting shot at, but I have no clue that I'm getting shot at, because there's no sound direction at all. That is non-existent. So I just remember playing back in the day.
This is true, but footsteps are pretty they're pretty audible as far as the direction goes, though.
Yeah, no doubt. They're actually a little bit too audible, but that can be fixed. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the footsteps fine, but I think bullets is what I'm more concerned about. When I'm running across that roof like I was, I can hear that there's an SD, someone's SD's going off, but I have no clue who they're shooting at. And you find out pretty quick when you cease to exist. Yeah, this feels honestly, I think the proof of concept plays it much better.
I agree. That jump is ridiculous.
Yeah. There really is a lot of ridiculousness going on here. This is, I mean, I'll be honest, man, when you think about all the hype that was going on at the beginning and where I think this would have been, this is really sad.
You are the last man standing.
Yeah, after this one's over, we'll go play Wolf Run. Might as well try them all before I discard of this.
Right. Oh, that's crazy, man. I thought everybody liked this game.
Maybe I'm the one who's delusional. Maybe this really is awesome. Maybe I just need to say it 3 times fast in the dark, looking in the mirror, spin around 3 times, and then it'll be awesome.
I heard if you say awesome 3 times in a mirror, Tom's face appears.
You have to say Tom the President.
Tom the President is super stoked. Light 3 candles.
I like that what you were saying, that he's talking about, he appreciates the criticism, yet there's a whole myriad of people that have been banned specifically for criticizing.
Yeah.
Who's he fooling with that?
Right, I got IP banned from the site for typing LOL. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, that's bad. I wouldn't know that. Watch your language, pal.
Oh, man.
Well, the second you become, any kind of, especially if you have any kind of notoriety within the community, and then if you say something negative, I think that's your trigger. I think I'm the only one that hasn't gotten banned, and I don't know what would be the reasoning behind that, other than I can reach out to more people than any of the other people that have been banned, publicly if I wanted to.
Right.
Thanks for the feedback, and then get out the eraser real quick.
Yeah, I'd like to know how to plant this damn thing.
I know you got to be looking at the ground. You got to hit F in a certain... That's the thing. Like, while you're in here, you got to be in a certain spot, and I think it's up here. I could be wrong.
It would have been cool to just complete the objective.
It'd be cool if they had like an indicator on the ground that shows where you could plant. I don't know.
Right.
Like SOCOM.
Yeah. We're gonna blow
or like any game that has some kind of a search and destroy has that.
Right.
Fucking what the fuck? This is like trying to shoot a fucking gnat with a BB gun. This guy's just strafing left and right. And to think that guy tweeted out, I think it was Suede tweeted out, I guess these guys don't like the strafe.
Yeah.
This is, trust me.
The strafe isn't like fucking SOCOM, Suede.
No, it's not. You can play if you want to. The game's not even done. Yeah, I'm about done now. I might not even play this tomorrow to finish the weekend up. This free play, it's just that bad.
So, I'm gonna have a little discussion here. What do you think? Okay, let me ask you this: if you were working at SOF, what would be the first thing you would do tomorrow?
Not show up for work. I just wouldn't call.
Fucking fair enough.
I'd be like, I'm probably not going to get paid anyways.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. If I'd be thinking, man, this is going nowhere. I need to start filling out applications.
I actually think I made that joke on the Facebook group. Somebody asked me what the first thing I would do, and I said, leave the gaming industry.
Oh,
we're back to factory. Woo! So, okay, do you guys have any positives?
It's a third-person shooter with the option to go to first person. It has lean. It has prone and lean. It has a grenade arc.
Positives is this map. This map is one of the positives. This is the best map, I think,
Factory, okay.
out of all of them.
Even Sismus?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it has two relatively decent maps. I guess you could thank Russ for that.
Right. Okay.
But that's about it, really.
Positive, it's got a lot of potential, but it needs a lot of money put into it, and a lot of work, and a lot of real professional clean and polish. And I don't know, it just seems very antiquated. It doesn't feel, there's nothing new or fresh about it, But then again, I was not a big SOCOM player, so what can I say?
Okay.
It feels like third-person Counter-Strike.
Okay.
I just quit.
You're done?
I don't think it takes as much skill as Counter-Strike.
That's it for me, man.
Do you want to speak about it?
I think I've said enough, but I kind of feel the way he does. I mean, I'm not interested in anything new and improved. I was always happy with SOCOM. To me, SOCOM has always been like the equivalent of, let's say, a game of pickup basketball. The basket's always in the same spot. The rules never change, and it never becomes something that's not fun. So I don't see a whole lot of need to really improve on the formula of SOCOM. Whatever little bells and whistles like attachments to your weapon, or new animations, maybe new game modes. It's very little needs to change to make a game refreshing for me. But so that's not an issue for me at all with this. With my issue with this game right now is just the overwhelming amount of work that needs to be done just to make it playable. Because if it was playable and fun, I could play the same map over and over and over again.
Right.
But the overall gameplay, the character movements, the sound, the little tiny features that we all just kind of took for granted are just completely not there. I mean, there's just so little there that I can't imagine this game ever getting completed with the budget and the staff they have. And it would take a real professional cleanup crew to come in here and turn it around. But that's about it.
Maybe they should hire the game doctors.
I don't know. I think they need brain surgeons. It's just that bad. Like, let's just say, if we were to look at this on a timeline, on 1 to 100, and I'd say where they're at now is probably about a 37.
Yeah.
So they've got a long way to go. A mountain of work is staring them right in the face.
I agree. 100% agree.
Yeah.
That was my biggest issue from the beginning was, do they have enough money to hold out another 2 years to get this completed? And I don't think they do.
I think the real bewildering factor is the fact that they haven't taken account of all this. The fact that there's only 20 people playing on a regular basis.
Right. Well, when they were first questioned about it, Tom put out a statement, like in a quick look, saying that this was their plan. They never expected the numbers in early access. So it's like they were planning on not having anybody play. I guess.
That can't be a plan.
No.
It's not.
That's an excuse.
Yep. And it totally contradicts it now that he's doing the free weekend, right? You obviously need people to play.
What I don't understand is how could he even say anything like that? I mean, we all know he doesn't know the first thing about the gaming industry. That'd be like, me going into a real battle with him side by side, and then some war reporter comes up to me and says, "So what's your plan?" My answer would be, "I don't know, man.
Right.
I'm just following dude with training.
Right.
I'm just here to shoot at anything that moves." So to answer any of these questions and try to sound, educated in this realm is just a waste of breath.
Right. But yeah, like I saw the interview today he did with the codec. They did it last week, and he's still adamant, 7 to 10 months that they're gonna have this game complete.
Well, that would be a nice surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice surprise.
And I would have no problem, despite what some of the brain dead people might say. I'd have no problem saying that, hey, this is actually playable. They've done a really good job. They really amazed me.
Oh yeah.
We don't know. I mean, what we're seeing is 3 maps in this early access thing, and they may have the other maps, pretty mapped out, and they're just trying to get them ready to where they at least look like factory, so that they can put them out. We don't know what they had done already or not. So
on their last Q&A, they said that Russ was mapping out one, and they also outsourced a map to another group of people who was doing a map for them. I don't know what that's going to be like, but I mean, we'll see, I guess. But I mean, we'll see. What honestly, I'm curious to see the user base after this free weekend.
Yeah, I think it'll be a ghost town.
I think so too. I really do.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yep, and that's the thing. I think you and I think myself would have no problem eating our words if the game did, turn out, or at least for me, I would like. I would never shake Tom's hand or whatever, but I would, I would give him props where it's due. But I don't see it happening.
Right. I think that's the big difference between us and these so-called quote-unquote white knights is that, in the end, when we are right, and they are wrong, they're just gonna disappear.
Right.
Whereas I'll gladly step up and say, hey, you know what? Fuck, I was wrong, man. It doesn't bother me one bit to say something like that, to admit when I'm wrong, swallow. And I wouldn't even say to swallow my pride, because there is no pride. I'm just saying what I feel and from what I see.
Mm-hmm. We all want a SoCon game, right? Like, that's it.
Exactly.
Right. But, from the get-go, there was a lot of broken promises in the way a lot of things were handled. And it's just been... I guess it's one of those things. It's just obvious it's not meant to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what it seems like.
A lot with this fucking series.
So maybe that's why it kind of feels forced to me, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole liking. That's pretty sad when the desperate part of the community is almost forcing you to like it. It's like when you were a kid and your mom asked you to eat Brussels sprouts, and the only way you could get past it is to try to convince yourself that you like it.
Right.
That was good. Can I go outside and barf? I mean, play?
Yeah. Yeah, but at least with that, at least you had the promise of ice cream for dessert if you ate that shit.
Right.
True.
Where's the ice cream here?
Yeah, we're just eating more Brussels sprouts.